May I help you?
We got a call of a disturbance. Sorry it took so long. We can get her as fast as we can.
You know how the nighttime traffic is around here?
Of course.
Mind if we come in?
I was actually about to step out.
But we're only going to be a minute. I just want to take a look around.
No, not tonight.
Well, we're already here, so we'll just take a look.
So what have you been up to tonight, Mr.
Edgar. I mean Alan. I mean Edgar Allan.
This room?
I'm all ears.
Hannah and I can't have any children. And I don't want to get into whose fault it is. Okay, it's my fault that we can't. And the details are too embarrassing to get into.
Okay. We've decided, after a lot of discussion, that we're gonna go with artificial insemination.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I like the ideas myself anyway.
I just don't feel comfortable going to a sperm bank or something. You know, having some anonymous donor? I just really wouldn't want that.
Right. If we felt as if we were going to do this, that we would want somebody who we liked and who we knew and who was warm and bright and...
Feel free to say no. We understand that there are all kinds of implications here.
The point that we're making here is that we need some sperm.
For the cost of an apartment rental deposit she says he is holding and refusing to return.
Tricia Carr, in your lawsuit against James Livingston, you're asking this court to award you $600 based on a return of apartment deposit monies, yes?
Yes.
All right, you may proceed.
My friends moved out of the apartment we were renting, and I couldn't afford it myself. It was too much,
Okay.
so I had to find another place to live, and that's when I saw James's ad at school, and
And Mr. Livingston, you put an ad in the school paper
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
advertising your particular apartment.
Yes, I needed to sublet my apartment because I had an overseas assignment.
All right, so you needed to sublet for just a short period of time?
Yes,
or
6 months, Your Honor.
You were going to be gone for 6 months. Why were you going to be out of town for 6 months, sir?
For a school project. We go overseas to study abroad.
Are you a student as well?
Yes, I am. Same
All right.
school.
And why did you select Ms. Carr as a person that you felt comfortable doing that?
Well, I had a lot of people respond to the ad. I mean, it's a great deal, and it's very close to campus. It's a really good apartment. But when she came, she seemed like a really nice woman. I've seen her around school. I didn't know her at all. And she said, this is the place for me. She fell in love with it, and I thought, you know what? She looks like she would take care of it.
Why'd you fall in love with his place?
well, it was an amazing deal. I saw it. I thought it was too good to be true, and I found out it was too good to be true.
Why was it too good to be true initially?
Well, I saw the ad. It was only $600 a month for this one bedroom, one bath. But it was in a really good area. It was close to school, which is really important for me. And it was all utilities paid, and it was furnished. So that's why it sounded
That is a heck
like,
of a deal.
And it was almost suspicious, I think, that it was so nice and
Because?
for so cheap. The problem was when we got to the bedroom, and I looked out on the terrace and saw that right under, like directly under, was this gas station.
Okay.
And it was closed down. There was caution tape around. It looked like it was closed for good, and I asked him about it. He assured me that
What
it
did
was...
you, now, what, for you, seeing that gas station left you feeling how?
Well, I was really concerned.
Because?
Your Honor, I get migraines. And any
What's
and
that have to
it's
do with the
triggered,
gas?
it's triggered
What
by
do the-
things...
what do the migraines have to do with the gas station?
It's triggered by gasoline, strong cleaning supplies, anything like that.
So your migraines are directly connected to anything that offsets any sort of sense of smell you have.
Strong odors. And I told him I get really sick. I told him it would hugely affect my health. I made it clear to him that I would not be able to live there if that gas station reopened.
Coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
The gas station then reopens.
I got sick immediately. I started experiencing the migraines. I couldn't work. I couldn't do my schoolwork.
Judge Ross. We're back with the case of Trisha Carr, who is suing James Livingston for the return of apartment rental deposit money.
You all signed an agreement.
We signed a lease.
I have it right here,
Yeah.
John.
Let me see that, please. Yes. All right, and so the owner of the building was aware that you were subletting the
Yes, he had no
apartment.
problem with that. He just wanted to make sure that I had someone that would take good care of the place.
All right.
And I thought
both your
she would.
signatures are here reflecting the...
No, you didn't.
The amount of time, the address, and I see here that water was also included. All the utilities.
Everything was
Yeah.
included, even the cable. I mean, I didn't shut off the cable. I could have for 6
Yeah.
months.
Well, I would imagine part of it is you wanted to make sure you were comfortable who was going to be staying in your house because you were still
yes,
there.
I wanted someone that would take care of the place, and she didn't really take care of the place.
I don't know what he's talking
Yeah,
about, Your
well, what
Honor.
are
I
you
took
talking
care
about,
of it
sir?
to the best of my ability, considering.
I promise. I'll support you in court. I'll testify that you're innocent.
But we can't prove that. I don't want to lose all my youth in jail. Please, understand?
I think you're hiding something.
Okay, could I see some of it? No, not quite like that. A little bit slower. Okay, laugh as if I just told you a great joke. Do you think she's too pretty? Or maybe her hair's too long, or maybe that her skin's just too perfect or something. Maybe like a blonde would be better? Or somebody with like some visible tattoos or something. Like maybe she's got some piercings or something. She just doesn't look too, I mean, maybe something more rough.
And our dear friend Wheeler a cable, Mr. Bernstein. Well, it's going to have to be shorter than his since he's on an expense account. We're not. Let me see. Mike.
Go ahead, Mr. Kane.
Dear Wheeler, you provide the prose poems. I'll provide the war.
That's fine, Mr. Kane.
Rather like it myself. Send it right away.
Right away.
Right away.
So she starts to turn to the dark side. First as an excuse, then to get some attention. You know, buying the books, playing with the cards and the boards, trying to cast spells, speak with the dead, even make a few deals. But what she didn't realize is in the end, it's gonna cost her.
So you're just gonna take her?
No, not so fast for this one. We've got a few addendums attached to her fate.
Possession?
So close, but no cigar.
Brad, you were so vocal about the white-black thing. How do you weigh in on this?
I think people are just afraid. People are afraid of someone like, I mean, because she's different.
Yeah.
You look, in society's mind, as this beautiful, straight woman, and...
But I'm not. Very gay.
But,
Very,
but
very
you're
gay.
gay.
Time for an ambush adventure. I know who I'm ambushing. Brad, come here. Come up here, brother. Okay. So, here's the deal.
Okay.
You've been very brave today.
Yes.
In talking about your apprehension with asking certain questions of certain people, typically black guys, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, or people of color, as you said, or African American if they're from Africa, but sometimes you're not sure and you don't want to
Yeah.
say that. Okay. So, I have an adventure for you. Here's how the ambush adventure works. You have to say yes to the adventure before you know what it is. If you say yes, you must complete the adventure. If you don't, you disappoint not only me, but yourself.
Yes.
You're in.
Sure.
You're in. Okay.
Okay,
Good stuff.
all right. Would you say, well, this, how are you going to compare, but do black guys have bigger...
Yes.
So she starts to turn to the dark side. First as an excuse, then to get some attention. You know, buying the books, playing with the cards and the boards, trying to cast spells, speak with the dead, even make a few deals. But what she didn't realize is in the end, it's gonna cost her.
So you're just gonna take her?
No, not so fast for this one. We've got a few addendums attached to her fate.
Possession?
So close, but no cigar. I got a question. I have a friend that has an ear infection. If I borrow his earbuds, can I get an ear infection?
Can you stop an infection before it spreads? Well, that was Brad, who has a question.